I just can't believe the rot didn't go down into that. Yeah, hell, that looks like good wood. Thanks. But yes, I think it should be this low.
Okay.
For your contractor, because there's nothing holding it together.
Yeah. But that well I can do.
Start dragging stuff up that, would probably lose the whole front of the house.
Okay, yeah.
Or this section of the house.
But that well I can do.
Yeah.
Possibly. It was only surface level. There we go.
Look at that, look at that, look at how point that was.
In the world. Jesus. Oh, I guess it's, and this end it actually has a plug on it.
But my boat did when that was open there.
Yeah. hopefully I'm not gonna talk too long, so it should be fine to have the mask off for just a little bit, because we really haven't been wearing the mask nearly as much as we should, is what my dad and I both agree on. But so we got the drywall off on these two walls and this wall of this wall in the bathroom. We are leaving the ceilings and the floors, but it sounds like ServPro wants to, they are going to remove, on the quote at least, they put down they're going to remove both ceilings and the floors. I mean, the bathroom is just subfloor, which my dad agrees is pretty shot anyways, but this room is hardwood, and I'm not hurt anyways that they want to remove the hardwood in here, because as I told you guys, I'm going to cover it up anyway. I mean, yeah, it would have been nice to have it under there just in case I change my mind 10 years down the road, just in case I end up selling the house and then somebody else can refinish the hardwood floors. But they put them down as unsalvageable because of the wood, or in this area mainly, I'm thinking, because it is very water damaged. So, but yeah, so to reduce my quote with them, how much I have to pay, and this first part is with ServPro, assuming I still go with them, because I'm also still talking to a couple other contractors. The first part of this is just mold remediation and demo. And then they're going to have the construction crew would be completely separate and a completely separate quote. And they won't even they won't give me a quote or an estimate or anything until after the mold remediation and demo is done, which makes sense because they want to see how bad it actually is and give me a more accurate number. But so we removed the drywall and stuff just to lower that a little bit, but the ceilings is going to make a lot bigger mess and the floors is a lot harder work, so we're going to let them do that. But yeah, I guess you saw earlier my dad stabbing a knife into that bottom plate and that bottom 2x4, and it looked pretty solid, and this subfloor here looks pretty decent. Yeah, oh, but then yeah, hopefully, depending on the video and my editing and stuff, you can see how much that wall was moving. When my dad was hitting this way, so the tub was going into the 2x4s, that wall was moving a good 2 inches. But it wasn't until after we finished the tub and Joey and I started in the bedroom that my dad said, oh wait, no, we should hold off a minute and get those 2x4s on the outside just to brace us a little bit. And we are leaving this tile there for now. We'll let ServPro remove it just because at this point it might be structural. So we just finished vacuuming and calling it quits for today. We'll take a look and chat later to see what else, if there's anything else we want to do tomorrow. See ya. Hello, Camille here in the backyard of my gut house. It's Sunday, November something. I'll probably have it in the video anyways. But so today I trimmed these 2 trees here that, like, especially this one had a lot of low-hanging branches, and along the back of the fence line so far is where my dogs like to poop. So just so that it's easier to clean up stuff, I trimmed those a little bit. And let's see, my dad removed the ledger board there and there from the old, whenever the deck actually used to be here, but we removed that and then drove some screws into that board because it was really pulling away from the house a lot. We are hoping to do this door here this winter yet, so we didn't put any caulk there because we're hoping to be able to do that. And then at this door here in the front of the garage, if you can see that little piece of wood in the middle there, you can see it down here, because over here it's a smaller gap, that we painted it with some gray primer, that we got that in there, we glued it, and we caulked along the sides finally, that side and this side. It is caulk that it is lower than 40 degrees out, but we found some caulk that is rated for windows, doors, and roofing actually, that is has a lower application temperature, so we got that finally done. We put a couple more screws in. So yeah, we had a couple of these, but yeah, is this overkill? We have a screw there that goes all the way into all of these 2x here, but we have one down there, we have one here, here, and here, one here, and oh yeah, that's just a nail there. But then on the opposite side, this is a long screw that goes all the way through. Here's one. We added another one here, and then there's a screw down there that goes all the way through the 2x that are on that side. I mean, obviously not counting the screws that are on this side, but hopefully nobody should be able to kick in that door. And we got everything out of the garage. Everything that's still in here we're keeping, and got the dumpster loaded up. We kept all the doors and like those 2 old furnace panels to put on the top, which worked out pretty perfectly, especially after all of those big tree branches that I cut off of the backyard to help flatten all of that stuff down. After that, I swept here in the garage, and we started packing up tools. All of my dad's tools went back, he brought back home with him, and all of my tools I packed up. Like my green Ryobi bag is right there, and I packed everything. I only brought half of my toolbox, the top half, because I was just putting it in my car that one day, and the bottom half will not fit. But I put everything that would fit in that top half in there, and then later tonight after supper I plan to come back because that wall cavity behind where the kitchen sink was, we bought a small thing, you can't see it because it's in the dark, but we bought a small thing of insulation that I'm just going to trim up some and put in that wall cavity. It's just temporary stuff. It's just cheap fiberglass stuff. I plan to put mineral wool in because it's rated a lot better and everything, and this house only has 2x4 studs, so I want to put in the best I can. But so I think I'm going to come and do that after supper, and I'll drive my car down and pick up all of my tools and stuff, because ServPro is going to call me tomorrow to see when we can schedule them to come out, and I'm guessing they probably can't start same day, even though I was told that they can pretty much start right away. So my dad and I are thinking about coming back down tomorrow and just taking a last look at things, see what else we want to get out of their way. Not that we're planning on them taking anything, but you know, it's so easy to borrow a tool or something from that table that we were just throwing everything on. And it's so easy to borrow something for a moment and then forget that it wasn't yours. So just, and less in their way. And I don't know how much, like the cleaning stuff, like how much of that extra mold spores or whatever gets put. I have no idea how this works. So it's just much better to get as much out of the way as possible. And I had canceled my storage unit. I have just this month left. So I'm really hoping that, I don't know, maybe we can get after they finish the remediation and stuff upstairs, that I can get the basement cleaned up a little bit more so I can get most of everything out of my storage unit. And then I'm guessing that the furniture, like my couch and some bigger stuff, will just have to stay here in the garage. But hopefully that's the plan. So see you later.